Hey guys, it's Leanne.
It's Lena. Welcome back to our channel. For this week, we wanted to talk about the topic of waiting because it's not a popular topic that people like to talk about. So we thought it was important to kind of change our perspective on it and just share some encouragement to help you all change your perspective on waiting as well.
Especially because our society has not taught us how to wait well, because we are always getting things fast and instantly. We don't know how to wait. So let's get back into a place where we know how to wait.
So for us, in our own personal waiting season where we've been waiting on God to fulfill the promises that we believe that He's going to fulfill for us, we've just been searching the scriptures and getting some encouragement throughout it. And so we looked at Joshua chapter 4, and so I'll read a verse from there. Joshua chapter 4 verse 8 says, "And he commanded them, saying, Behold, ye shall lie in wait against the city, even behind the city. Go not very far from the city, but be ye all ready." So the first thing to know about waiting is that it's actually a battle strategy that the people in the Bible used and that God instructed them to use as well. And there are multiple other passages that you can find of different people waiting too. But in this specific passage, it actually equipped the people to be fully ready for when their opportune time was to obtain the promised land. So waiting helps you to prepare. So it's a preparation strategy because, like Joshua said, be ye all ready. So waiting is not a passive thing, but you're staying in position and you're setting your sight on what's ahead of you.
So just to emphasize, you're not doing nothing in your waiting. You're taking advantage of that time to prepare. So whatever it is that you need to do to prepare, do that. The second benefit to waiting is that it catches your opposition off guard. So a lot of times when you have people that are working against you, they're always trying to scope you out and try to see what your next move is so that they can be a barrier or blockage to that. But when you wait and you learn how to wait well, to them, to the other people who are working against you, they can't necessarily see what you're doing in your waiting, and so it just makes them think, oh, you might have given up or retreated, and so that gives you the upper hand if you are able to wait and just be on the down low.
So scripture that displays the point that she just made in Joshua chapter 4 verse 15 says, "And Joshua and all Israel made as if they were beaten before them and fled by the way of the wilderness." So they made it seem like they were beaten by the enemy, and so the enemy thought that they had the upper hand, but really they were on the down low. And the final benefit of waiting is that you learn and you train yourself to respond to signals and to God's green light. So because you learn how to wait well and you know how to respond to the green light that God gives you, then you're in that perfect timing, which guarantees the victory for you. So if you go too early or you pursue too early, you'll waste a lot of energy fighting longer than you need to, and that can put you at risk of growing weak in battle. And if you go too late, then it would become harder to overcome your obstacles. So when you know how to respond to signals and to God's green light, then you're in that sweet period where things start to move swiftly for you because you're working in harmony with God, and He will just lay things in order where it will be easy for you to succeed.
So reality of waiting is that it actually speeds up the process. I know that sounds weird, but that's just the truth, because like she said, if you're working in God's timing and God's harmony, He's the one to accelerate you. So if you're working in your own timing, a lot of times you'll cause your own delay because you don't know what you're doing. So just definitely learn how to wait and follow His timing, His signal, and you'll actually end up in the place that you want to be faster.
And just to encourage you, waiting is actually a state of high expectation and high hopes and being watchful, because you have that perspective that you are going to succeed. So just having that mindset and shifting your mindset and unlearning the ways that the world has made it seem like waiting is bad. The Bible is always very countercultural, so that's why it's important to invest some time and fill yourself with scripture so that you're able to just have those high expectations in your waiting period.
So this is to encourage whoever's been waiting for a while that your waiting is actually your winning strategy. So keep on waiting and watch watch what God does with your weight. So we hope that this encourages you, and we'll see you in the next video.